The dancing in the clouds isn't over, but the music is slowing down. On refugees, the days of the ludicrously optimistic 25,000 before Christmas are, to everyone's relief, over. Facts and reality have demonstrated that the campaign line that it was all just a matter of will was pure gush. Without preparation and logistics, will is just another word for wishful. On the Canadian fighter jets in the Syria campaign, despite Mr. Trudeau's pledge to take them out, they're still there, actively engaged in the mission against ISIS. Nor is it clear even now where, when, or why they will, or even should be, withdrawn. Mr. Trudeau was a hit at the Paris Climate Conclave, presenting green credentials every bit as impeccable as Elizabeth May's. And in the high summit of Davos, he burnished them even more, downplaying resources for resourcefulness and testing the interesting witticism that under his leadership, Canada will be known more for what's between our ears rather than what's under our feet. Rather depends, I should think, on the particular ears in question. At a time when the national economy is weak, development slow, jobs lost in the thousands, and the oil industry on life support, this was not an ideal message. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Mayor Denny Coderre announced on behalf of Montreal and 80 other municipalities that he was officially opposed to the Energy East pipeline, and environmental concerns were the heart of his opposition. This strong environmental message didn't quite harmonize with the nearly simultaneous flushing, was it via a pipeline, of 8 billion litres of human sludge into the sweet, perfumed waters of the St. Lawrence. Tankers still come into Montreal, of course. Oil has to get there somehow. But in Vancouver, the mayor there pushes for a ban on tankers, and the premier puts the kibosh on the Gateway pipeline. So now there's a three-way contest between Alberta, BC, and Quebec involving the future of oil and resource industries and environmental concerns. And there's a good segment of Alberta and the West feeling that having given much in jobs and money to the rest of the country in good times, it's being hammered and squeezed when times are not good. Overall, Mr. Trudeau wishes to hover as a disinterested referee. A referee is by definition not a player. But in Canada's political system, the Prime Minister is the biggest player of all. He's Gretzky, Lemieux, and Rocket Richard all in one. Prime Ministers are not referees. Or, as another Prime Minister put it forcefully, not head waiters to the provinces or municipalities. Prime Ministers, I forget who said this, speak for Canada. They're leaders. Speaking for Canada right now might probably include speaking for beleaguered industries, thousands of people laid off in the resource sector, swelling EI numbers, leadership on energy, less Davos and Paris, and a lot more bridge work between the provinces and cities of our own backyard. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.